Hello Sharks, and welcome back to another video. Today it's the Premier League predictions video for the 20 to 21 Premier League season, which kicks off on Saturday. So please, while you're there, press the red button, the subscribe button, and please subscribe to my channel. Hopefully this season I do better than last season. Last season my predictions were awful. I got one relegation right, but no actual league places right. So in 20th place, I'm going for Fulham. They struggled in matches they shouldn't last season. They were lucky to go up through the playoffs. They're going to rely on Mitrovic. If he's not getting the goals, no one else probably will. Maybe Knockout. But I can't see them doing that well in this league. When they take the lead, they normally win the games, something what they won't be able to do in the Premier League as much. And when they concede a goal first, they normally lose or draw. They're not going to get away with that in the Premier League. West Brom were a bit inconsistent near the end. It was like they didn't want to go up. So I'm going to go 19th for them. I think Pereira's a good player. He scored a lot of goals and assists, especially assists in the Championship. If he's not getting them in the Premier League, they're in trouble. It's a whole big step up for him. And I think he's going to be good in the Premier League. In 18th, I think it's going to be second season syndrome for Sheffield United. They're not got any world-class players. Anyone you go, oh, amazing. And I think they were playing out of their skin last season. In this respect, they did so well. I think they're going to miss Henderson in that goal for the solid at the back. Robertson's going, and there could be some other players going, and the players who they've brought in, they wouldn't really get into any other Premier League teams. I can't see them staying up. I'm going to go for Crystal Palace in 17th. They might even go down. I think if they lose Sahar, they're in trouble. But they're supposed to be buying Bastrai. Should give them a few goals if they can get him back to how he used to play at his best for, I think, Marseille. If they can get him playing, they should score some goals. Or was he at Monaco? I'm not sure. I'm going to go for Brighton in 17th. Brighton in 16th place. It's where I think they will finish. They might even be in the relegation zone for a lot of the season, but I think they will just survive. West Ham 15th. I think they're going to struggle again. They've not really bought anyone in. I don't think there's many goals in that team. Anderson's supposed to be going. I don't know why they're not playing him, because I think he is their best player. I could see him going to a bigger club and doing well there. Burnley in 14th. Burnley, I thought were going to struggle after lockdown. They didn't, especially when they lost a lot of their players. It'll be interesting how they do. Will they keep all their players? A lot of them are rumoured to go to bigger clubs, but I think they might keep some of them. Aston Villa in 13th. I think they're going to do better than every other YouTuber is predicting. Every other YouTuber is saying they're going down with West Brom and Fulham. I don't think they're going to go down. I think they're going to finish about mid-table 13th place. I think if they keep Grealish, they'll be fine. They're bringing some players in. It's looking a bit more promising there. And I think they had some good players who were a bit underrated last season anyway. I think with the players they had, they should have finished higher. But I think they're going to be 13th. 12th, I'm going for Leeds. A lot of people are saying they're going to do a lot better than I think they will do. I think 12th is fantastic for Leeds. Just to survive after 16 years out of the Premier League. They're not going to be getting in the Champions League and probably not the Europa League. They need to build, and they've got the manager to do that. Bielsa, as Guardiola says, is the best manager in the world. A lot of people say Guardiola. I think Bielsa, I think they've got the best manager in the world. It's about keeping him, bringing through the players. And a lot of these players never played in the Premier League. I think Bamford has, but he didn't do that well. So it's going to take them time. They need to bring some players in with top league experience for top teams. And they haven't got that like Wolves did. Wolves had these players they brought in, had like Champions League experience, Europa League experience. They bought Rodrigo from Valencia. He's got that, but no one else in that team has, and I think that's what they need. If they get that, get a world-class player, they will probably do better than I'm predicting. Seeing the transfer window doesn't close into October, so my predictions will be would be different if it closed this week. Would be different from what's going to happen in October. So this is the prediction on the signings have been done so far. I think Newcastle are going to be 11th. I think Callum Wilson and Ryan Fraser are fantastic signings for them. They should get more goals with Wilson. He can score 20 goals a season. Whether he does that begs to differ. He might have an Ings sort of season and score a load of goals. If he starts scoring goals, he'll be loved by the Newcastle fans, and to be a player who's loved by the fans will get more goals normally. So I think they're going to be 11th. Whether Steve Bruce will be there all season, don't know. It depends if they get bought out, and then they might bring a bigger manager like a Benitez or Pochettino in. And if they bring a Pochettino or a Benitez with a rich owner, they're going to buy in January. There's no doubt about that. And they might even by October, by the transfer window, have someone in. You don't know. Look at Man City when they came in. They bought players straight away. Robinho, Chelsea with Abramovich. They just happened overnight. These deals can happen overnight from nowhere. Newcastle we know are for sale. They've been for sale for a long time. They've managed to survive. I think Bruce did a fantastic job last season, and I think they're going to finish 11th. I think 10th is going to be Southampton, a very good manager. If they can keep playing how they were after lockdown, they should be fine. I don't think they're going to have another 9-0 defeat again at home. I think they've got a good manager there. He's got to be given some time. There's been changes, some players are gone, some players have come in. It's going to take time. In 9th, I'm going to go for Leicester. I don't think they're going to be in Champions League. I don't think they get Europa League. I think Europa League could cause them trouble. They're definitely in the groups. There's going to be a lot of matches. Players are going to get tired. I'm going to think they're going to miss Chilwell. Whether Vardy can carry on producing the goals. He's hitting almost 35 now. If he stops scoring, they're in trouble, and they'll finish a lot lower down than this. So I think 9th is fair. I think they've got great owners. They've got a great manager. But after he was overlooked for the Arsenal job, Leicester hardly ever won. Whether his heart is still in that job begs to deliver. 8th is going to be a shock. I'm going to go for Tottenham. I think Mourinho's lost it. I think the players who have gone out are better than the players who have come in. I don't think they can afford to buy players. They're having to sell. I don't think it's going to happen this season, but it probably will happen next season. Kane will probably go. They need to pay a stadium. They're in £1 billion of debt, and you've got to pay that off. Arsenal had the same in the 2000s, but you've got to pay that stadium off, and there's a lot more. And especially without the money coming through the gates and turnstiles, the only option will be to sell players. They may have to sell some players cheaply just to pay off the stadium. So I'm going to go for 8th. And 7th, the place this team has finished the last 2 seasons, Wolves. I think they've lost a few players. Doherty is going to be a big loss. Whether they keep all their players past October, you don't know with this transfer window. So I'm going to go for Wolves in 7th. In 6th, Everton. I think Jay Rodriguez is going to do so well with Ancelotti at Everton. Ancelotti knows how to get the best. They may even finish higher. They may be able to push for the Champions League. If he can get goals and other players can get goals. They suffered last season because they weren't scoring goals. If he can get a central defender, sort that defence out, they will be a lot higher than what I'm even predicting. So I think 6 is a season where they start to break the mould from Liverpool. they've got the money when Liverpool actually haven't now, as it seems. More to come to that later. In fifth, I'm going to go Man United. A lot of people are going fourth. I'm going to go fifth for the basis. I still don't rate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't think Maguire is the option as the main person at the back. I think they need a big defender with world-class experience. If they got that, they'd probably get fourth. All the teams are strengthening. They've strengthened a little bit. Bruno has done amazing since January, scoring the goals, getting the assists. They're going to rely on that. They should be keeping Pogba. But if they get into Bruno Fernandes, they're in deep trouble. I'm going to go Arsenal in fourth. I think Arteta is an amazing manager. I think after winning the Premier League, the confidence in that club is back. I think they're going to push. They're sorting the defence out. That's going to take time. So I'm going to go for them in fourth. In third will shock a lot of people. Some people are saying that these are going to win the league. They're going to finish second. I think if this team gets some injuries to their major players, they might not even get in the Champions League. It's that bad. They've got a small squad, and the backup they've got is unexperienced. They're talented young players, but they're unexperienced. And why they want to sell Ryan Booster, I do not get it. I do not understand. He should be Firmino's backup. He should be playing games instead of Firmino. He has proven at all levels he's a goal scorer. Why would you sell him unless you've got money trouble? It's obvious that there's some money trouble in that club at the moment. The money's not coming in from the fans because of season tickets. They've got to sell, and they're going to sell Robin Armstrong as well for 14 million. He's probably worth 30. I've heard Boosters going for 20. It's obvious they're selling these two players to buy Thiago. Is Thiago gonna got 2-3 seasons at the highest level? Bayern Munich do not sell players if they are at their best. They never sell players at their best. So they should be warned. Second, I'm going to go Man City. I think they need a little few adjustments still. I think they will be closer to the title than last year. I think it's going to be closer this year. It could be 3 teams in it. So I'm going to go second. Chelsea are in first. It will shock a lot of people. I've heard people predict them in first. I think Havertz with Warner, with Ziyech, with Chilwell, with Silva sorting that defence out will help. They bought Sarr in, but he's going out on loan. But they bought him so his replacement Silva. They've got Mount there. They've got Puritic. They've got Kante. They need a goalkeeper because Kappa is obviously not the answer. So I think they're going to be first this season and win the Premier League. And it will be great for them to win the Premier League because it would mean if Lampard was there all season, as we expect, he would be the first English manager to win the Premier League and the first manager to win the English top flight since Howard Wilkinson in '92. And that's shocking that since '92 no Englishman has won the league. So I think they might do it. Top goal scorer, I'm going to go for Aubameyang. And I think Booster, if he goes to another club, he might be pushing for top goal scorer. I think he can score a lot of goals. I think he can get 20 goals a season. The other thing is, most assists, I'm going to go to De Bruyne. And who do I think is going to be the player of the season? I'm going to go for Havertz in Chelsea as player of the season. Thanks for watching. This has been a long video. Let's check in May if I get any of these predictions right, which hopefully I do, but if it's anything like last year, no I don't. So remember to hit the subscribe button. Over and out, Sharks. Bye.